Hello, Joss. Hello, 628. Hello, Weiwei. Hello, Dursty. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Limmer. Hello, Sakaka. Hello, Super Cow from YouTube chat. 17, my highest streak. Yeah, this is a 23 overall from like this patch continuing until last patch. 23 is definitely my highest, and 17 would be my highest on its own. This is like the only time I've really tried to get a big streak though. Like tried super hard. Yeah. Most of the time I've been playing like 5, 6 runs every stream. That's been my default. During this patch, I've only been playing 2 to 3 runs every stream, maybe less. I played a couple 1-run streams. I took a day off as well. I'm just pacing myself a lot more. If you want to get like really big streaks, the main thing is to just play 1 run a stream like that. But we can't really do that right now because of early access. Like we have to constantly be, if we want to get big streaks, we have to play a lot during the patch. Like if you want to get a 50 streak on a patch, you have to like play like 5-6 runs every stream, right? You have to do so much. Where are these animations from? Yeah, my sister made it. My sister did make it Infinity. Most recent Ironclad run was pretty impressive. Oh yeah, the one I played yesterday. Yeah, that was a pretty bad kaleidoscope. But I played to my outs, and the game kind of forgives you on Ironclad most of the time if you make attack 3. If you just like take one of the big powers, you just kind of win. Hello, Nuclear Fissions. Thank you for the Prime sub of 3 months. I appreciate that. Hello, Zarkaz. Zippy Penguin. But yeah, streaks are just in a weird spot right now. Because, like, I could extend this streak to, like, a big number, you know? Like, I think I have just enough time to get a 30 streak if I don't lose from here to the end of the patch. And I play as much as I've been playing. But, like, say we were in 1.0 right now, right? And I was, like, on a 17 streak. Or say I was on a 23 streak, because that's how many runs I've won in a row. Like, say I was on a 23 streak and we were playing on 1.0 and, like, we were trying to get the world record and it was like 35 or something, or say there was no world record and I was extending the world record, right? I would play 1 run a day. I would like play very slow. I would play like an hour and a half every run, 1 run a day, every single day. Maybe take a day off here and there and play like an off stream run to like keep my rest levels low or something. I don't know. Like that kind of mindset, like tinkering and kind of like keeping yourself sane and like playing very methodically and stuff. That's the way to play streaks. That's how I got my 30 streak on Inspire 1. That's how basically every world record was set in Inspire 1. Even the Watcher 70 streak was basically entirely 1 run a day streams. Like there wasn't a lot of like streams where open play more than 1 Watcher run during a stream. It was like basically 1 run a day. And that's a 70 streak. Like that's kind of the optimal way to do things. And we can't do things like that right now because of early access. Like our streaks become irrelevant after 2 weeks, so we have to keep we have to keep playing more runs a stream. If we like, say I get a 30 streak here, like say that happens, and it's not likely to happen, but say I win another 13 runs from here, I get 30 on this patch, overall 36 from like the last patch continuing to this one. To beat a 30 streak on a patch, you'd have to play more than like 2.5 runs average, or like 2 runs average, like around 2 runs average per day, right? Because 2 runs average per day for 14 days would be 28. So you'd have to play like a little bit more than 2 runs per day to get 30. And to like get the next milestone, which would be 40, you'd have to play like 3 runs per day, which is like a lot to have to play every day, you know? So you'd have to start like grinding out early and play like 5 runs a day early in the patches, and you only get an opportunity every 2 weeks to make that count and actually win those early runs. So basically streaking is just very different now than what it's going to be when we're in 1.0. Like when we're in 1.0, people can like methodically grind out the streaks and play one run every single day, which is what people were doing in Spire 1. Inspire 2, it's going to be about like you have to play a certain amount of runs in a streak, right? Unless you just count the streaks as like continuing between patches. But if you do that, then like, you know, what, like it becomes optimal to play like very slowly. You know, so some people would vouch for playing 1 run a week, you know. Yeah, you're only on 13 and it's Saturday, and it's like, how do I get to like a like for if we're doing I think it's best to do per patch streaks, because like it's weird to count streaks between patches because like the game is changing, so you could have lost a run that you otherwise would have won. So it's best to just count between patch, but that creates this awkwardness where it's like you have to play a lot. You have to, it basically has to be your life if you want to get any kind of like significant respectable number in this game. And then if you get a respectable number, like say I get a 30 streak, really by the time the next patch comes out, it doesn't even matter anyway. So like streaks are just in a weird spot right now. It's hard to care about them. I'm choosing to care about it for 1 patch. I just want to do it for 1 patch of early access, but after this it's just going to be about learning and making fun runs happen to post on YouTube. That's what I've been doing in the past, but like I've been like waiting for an opportunity where I win a decent amount early in the patch and like I have the kind of time for it. And then I just do this for 1 patch because streaks are just in a stupid place right now. Like they don't really make sense regardless of how you do them. It either doesn't make sense because you're counting them between patches and the game's different, so like it's not actually a streak and you're like, it's kind of stupid, but or it doesn't make sense because like you have to play so much on a single patch to get any kind of good number. Because it's not like 10 is a good streak anymore. Like we're not playing Spire 1 like early days where 10 is a good streak. Like people are thinking of 30 plus streaks in this game. Like the really good players are thinking of 30 plus streaks. Like they can see that that's a thing that they can do. But to actually get that, it's like on 1 patch is like so much. You have to play so much. It's too much, really. So the game's just in a weird spot. Right now, I'm just kind of enjoying the process though of like playing just a couple runs a day. I'm playing a lot of me and my sister are playing Grim Dawn when I end my stream. And Limmer, thank you for the prime sub, appreciate that. Me and my sister are playing like Grim Dawn when we finish the stream, and that's been a lot of fun. Honestly, playing Grim Dawn again, like the early game of Grim Dawn, after like having not played it for a long time and having played like other games in between, like Path of Exile and stuff. Like if anyone likes ARPGs out there, God, that game is a lot better than the other RPGs for just a variety of reasons. For I think most players, I think there's a certain kind of player that's gonna like Path of Exile and like other games like that more than Grim Dawn. For I think normal players who just want to have fun, like the game's just a lot more fun to play for a variety of reasons. Play any fighting games? No, I just kind of watch them sometimes. I'm watching a bit of the new Marvel Tokon thing that came out. Seems like it's frustrating a lot of people because like they didn't expect it to be an Arc System Works game. They were like hoping it was like you know, old Marvel versus Capcom or something, like low barrier to entry, like they can just play the character they like and have fun. But it's an anime fighter. You're playing an anime fighter. that's what you're doing. There's gonna be a shabillion buttons and mechanics and stuff. But no, I don't really play fighting games myself. I basically only play Spire. And like single player, like narrative RPGs and stuff when they come out and they look interesting. Or ARPGs with my sister. Monster Hunter with my sister as well. I still play STS1? No. I probably won't ever go back to STS1. I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish in that game. And I've played enough of it. I've had enough. Do I like Elden Ring? Grim Dawn interesting enough to play alone. If you like ARPGs, I would say Grim Dawn's definitely worth trying. Yeah, for sure. You kind of have to have the DLCs though, so the game's a bit pricey at this point. The amount of like, there's 3 different DLCs you have to get. No, because the latest DLC came out yesterday, but you could just try it without the DLCs and see if you like it, and then get the DLCs if you do like it. I think it's very well designed in the early game for sure. There's a lot of good game design and like very clear, like they understand what makes these types of games fun. Yeah, I do like Elden Ring. I like Elden Ring a lot. Elden Ring is like a game that's super flawed, but there's not been many games I've had that much fun playing before. Like I've had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun playing Elden Ring. That was an absolutely amazing experience. Very, very fun. You know, and then if yeah, my sister's like tag, like if she was like say she typed in Twitch chat right now, it'd be Nave's sister, and that was her tag before I ever had the Nave Greed tag. That was her tag before it was my tag. I know that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but yeah, Elden Ring is just such a fun game. Like I don't know, I was just like, there's just a smile on my face the whole time I'm playing it. Like it's just like actually so fun, just having a blast. And then like you think about it and you're like, yeah, there's a lot of flaws in this, and I see why people complain about it, but like I can't really let go of the fact that I just had a blast playing the game. Like I understand the problems the game has, but God, that was just fun as hell. But yeah, the first playthrough especially. Yeah. Yeah, there's lots to critique, definitely. A ton to critique in that game, but hard to get past the fact that I was just having an absolute blast playing the game. When did you start playing streaming SDS? It was like 2023, 2022. It was one of those 2 years. I hope it wasn't 2022. That's too long ago. I'm gonna go with 2023 for my own sanity. Tried Guild Run. I don't play very many roguelikes. Generally when I play roguelikes, I don't like keep with them for very long, especially auto battlers. Like it's just not my kind of thing. Spire is just very good. Okay. Spire is a very good game, and I like card games. I like cards, and I like, or Spire is just a very good roguelike. The kind of like repetitive, you play the same run over and over again, really only worked for me in Hades. And then after that, Spire. And even Hades didn't like work for a super long time or anything. You like TCGs? I mean, I have a lot of history with TCGs. Like when I was very young, I played a lot of Magic. One moment. When I was very young, I played a lot of Magic, and then after Magic, I got into Pokemon. I played Pokemon like when I was pretty young as well. I haven't played TCGs in a while. Like recently, I played Commander with some people in the Spire community, but only online. Like I don't actually own cards, and I won't ever buy a pack of cards anymore. I kind of detest the entire business model of TCGs. So I won't engage with like giving them money for doing what they do. It's just gambling for children. I will not support that. But I like cards, so. I do like the games themselves, but I won't support the business models by playing the games. Generating the target market of TCGs. I mean, yeah, they make a lot of money off of like scalpers and people trying to invest into the cards. I don't really see a lot of like future value in that. I think it's all just kind of hype with no substance, but. But also, like, Magic does appeal to older gamers now than it used to. Like, Magic has a hard time appealing to the youth, so it's like, we're gonna, like, do nostalgia bait for, like, people in their 30s. That's kind of the business model of Magic at this point. And like even Yu-Gi-Oh is like not trying to onboard new people. It's just trying to like keep the people who are there in their 30s still playing the game by like reprinting their favorite characters or whatever because they're addicted to the gambling. See, opening a TCG pack is actually just a slot machine. Don't buy TCG packs. Don't buy anything that has that kind of model. Don't do it. I think only Pokemon gets new players because it's Pokemon. Yeah, I mean, Pokemon also just has like the most. I mean, in my opinion, Pokemon is the best TCG in terms of like rules. Like it's better than Magic. But I know that's not like a common opinion. I just think it's the best designed one by like a decent amount for like onboarding new players and just like the level of complexity that the game has rewards good plays more than other games do. The better player wins pretty often in Pokemon, more often than people think. They just see like the coin flips and they're like, okay, that must be a luck based like a party game. But it's not actually true. Kind of like the story that I like to tell to like illustrate how skill based Pokemon is like the same guy won 3 international championships with over 1,000 players consecutively. Like that game is not luck based. Reading any cool books? Yeah, I've read some books. All right, we get to start with Regent today. I do have to play Necrobinder, so the streak is not long for this world. I've gotten so lucky winning 4 Necrobinders in a row. You know, it had to happen one day, and then I get like 20. I've won 20 runs in a row, 23 runs in a row. 17 on this patch, 3 streak, or on Necrobinder this patch. Lucky as hell. But soon my luck will run out. I play with Crash Landing much. I think I had it 1 run, but I've seen it played multiple times in multiple different people's. That card is broken. Crash Landing will always be broken because it says 21 damage AoE for 1 energy. The rest of the text doesn't matter. Like, it's okay that it... Like, what do people want? Like, this has been one of the most frustrating things I've ever seen in the discourse for Spire 2. And I've seen a lot, alright? But, like, when people say, this card is bad now and that's sad, what are you smoking? Like, genuinely. Do you think this card should say 1 energy, 21 AoE, block 30? Like, what universe do you think you are in where this should say 1 energy, 21 to all enemies, block 30 damage? Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's... And also gains strength if you have Arsenal. And it still does that. It still gains strength if you have Arsenal. But, like, it just doesn't block 30 anymore. Oh, freaking, what are we gonna do? It's over, guys. Like, it's so over. We're done for. Like, we can't do anything. They killed Pillar. They killed Crash Landing. It's done. It doesn't block 30 anymore. It's so stupid. Like, that's the most overstated thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, I think Crash Landing is probably like below S tier, like S plus tier now. It was in the like the absolute top of S tier before, and now it's probably below S tier because it can't be a block engine on top of being a damage engine, which is balanced. Like, that's what game balance is. Like, it was overpowered before. It's you don't want your cards to be doing everything, like solving all of your problems in one card. Like, it's too much. 17 streak only for this patch? No, or yes, it is only for this patch, but I did have a 6 streak before this patch, so combining both streaks, it's a 23 right now. But yeah, 17 overall for the patch by patch basis, which is how I count my streak. and how most people count their streaks, barring a few exceptions. But like, it's not, you know, it's fine to keep both numbers in mind, really. I think if you want to like play between patches and get big streaks, like it's like a weird thing, because like if I wanted to maximize streak number that actually mattered, like for one patch, I would just play on main branch. But I absolutely do not want to play on main branch. There's like no universe where I want to play on main branch. That'd be terrible, and it wouldn't even be like good for my stream. Like I'm making YouTube videos about what happens in the patches, like when they happen. So I like to have those YouTube videos come out and like when the patch comes out, right? Yeah, 1 run a day main branch is like the way to optimize win streaks right now. Like you can get like a 50 streak. You have enough time with 1 run a day main branch, but like that's miserable. You have like probably barely enough time to get a 50 streak, right? Maybe not even enough time actually. Maybe you'd have to like get to a 10 streak and then play 1 run a day. That's probably what you'd have to do. It's too much, is my point. Like streaks really matter when there isn't even Act 4. Yeah. I feel like 1.0 really just has to be out. Why run it 1 run a day? It's just the optimal way to do it. If you look at Spire 1, like in-game world record win streaks, almost all of them were 1 run a day streaks. And there is a reason for that. There is a reason for that. It's just the best way to do it if you want to win as much as possible. Even my I like to play a lot of runs in a stream, and even my like the end of my world record was 1 run a day. Well, for like last 10 runs or something. The first like 20 runs, it was 2 runs a day, but that's still only 1 extra run a day, and it is also rotating, so you're playing different characters. But I think for all the single character streaks, most of the streaks were 1 run a day. Even Watcher was mostly 1 run a day open streak, I think, which was like a 70 streak. So it's just the correct way to do it. Do I like to see a nerfed Watcher return to SCS2? If you just ported Watcher into this game the same way she is, I mean, that's been done. I don't even think she's the strongest character in the game. But yeah, I mean, I would like if she was nerfed. I would like if Watcher was the weakest character and the most fun character. That'd be funny. I imagine that. Like, you put Watcher in the game and she's the worst character in the game. That'd be great. Constantly calculating lethal. I mean, for some people, that's just easier than for other people. And, like, if that's all you're doing, like, if you don't lose to making, like, deck building errors. If you can play, like, a very simple flowchart. Like, the problem with Watcher is that you can play a very simple flowchart and win almost every run. That's the issue. Is, like, the flowchart that you have to implement to win is just a very, very simple, straightforward flowchart. You just say, okay, I take these cards, I skip all these cards, and that'll win you most rounds. Why do I think she wouldn't be the strongest? The characters in this game are significantly stronger than they were in Spire 1. Like, significantly. A lot of the bad cards are gone and replaced with much better cards. Like, the overall card pools are significantly stronger. Would Russia struggle against Aeon? I do wonder how... if you're trying to streak, would you get completely after a win and play for fun on a different save? Yeah, you could do that. Like, you could play, like, for fun runs, like goofy runs where you mod in certain things. After playing 1 run, you could do that if you wanted to keep your stream going. But ideally, you'd probably just play 1 run a stream and then go rest for an entire day. Like, when I was doing my win streak, I wasn't doing anything. I was just resting my mind and, like, meditating. Like, seriously, like, you don't want any cognitive load aside from the streak. You want that to be, like, all that's on your mind to absolutely min-max your win rate during the time period where you're getting the win streak. That's the correct way to do it. And for a lot of people, that's, like, impractical, you know. especially people who play the game as a job. That's why streaks are just kind of difficult. Like, it's difficult to compete. It's just like at the absolute top level, at the in-game of streaks, it's going to be like very min-max mindset stuff. Like, it's not, you're not min-maxing the game, you're min-maxing your brain. You're like trying to make sure your brain's in the absolute best possible state to win the next run that you play. And that's more important than anything else. I don't think Aeon is that big of a deal, especially with stance dancing power. Yeah, I think Aeon's probably like fine. You don't have to play that many cards to deal 500 damage on Watcher. You just don't have to play that many cards. You probably just have to like save a flex pot and like you just tantrum it down most of the time. But like there would be some interesting like probably strategies that you'd implement to defeat Aeon Glass. Balrog RPG, thank you for the another tier 1 gifted sub. 7 gifted subs overall. Nearly one every day, I think. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I play 5 hours in a row. You can't thank. Yeah, it's all mindset. Like, you have to understand, at the absolute top level of Slay the Spire 1, and this will be true for Slay the Spire 2 as well, like, the difference between skill is pretty marginal. Like, there are players who understand a wider variety of situations than other players, but the primary thing that makes a difference in streaks and like streak counts is just mindset. Like, it's all mindset. It's like almost entirely mindset. If you can control your mindset the best, then that's what makes you the best player. Like, it's not really like skill in the game, like being able to like play the cards the best. That's not really what matters as much. What matters more is like just being in the best mental state you can possibly be in when you start the run. Not getting tilted, like that kind of thing. Yeah, it applies to most mental games. Like, Spire doesn't have any mechanical element, so the skill difference between like people clicking the cards is non-existent, right? So like the skill difference is only like stuff that's very easily transferable. Like, it's just knowledge. Like, if you understand something and you can implement that in your run, then another good player is probably going to be able to copy you doing that or learn from you doing that, and then they'll be on the same level pretty quickly. Yeah. That's at least always how I've seen it. So the big difference is just having the best mindset possible. Attribute my mindset to. My mindset was awful for a really long time. Like, my streaks in Spire 1 weren't that impressive, pretty much entirely because of my mindset. I had an awful mindset. Like, I would get very tilted on high streaks. Like, if one bad thing would happen or I made one misplay, I would just immediately fall apart. And like, if I was on a long streak, and I wouldn't be able to focus on the game anymore, and I just lose very quickly. My mindset was among the worst out of the best players in the world. Like, actually just like bottom tier mindset. I had to work a lot on it to be able to get the 30 streak at the end of Spire 1. Like, that's the thing I worked on. I didn't work on my gameplay. I didn't work on like, oh, how do I play Watcher better? Or how do I play, Defect better or whatever? That was not what got me there. What got me there was like, I was about as good at the game as I was like when I was struggling to get 20. What got me there was like entirely mindset, like fixing my mindset and being more positive, not letting like negativity consume me as soon as one bad thing happens in the run. Being able to like have a bad thing happen or have like make a misplay and then look at that and be like, okay, let's move on. Like, let's move on from that mistake and like try to win from here. Being able to do that's what got me the 30 streak. Before, I just could not do that at all. What about the meta developments? They weren't that significant. Like, they were a bit over exaggerated sometimes how significant they were. But I do think we like as a community got a bit better at Clad at the end because of like some of Zeknar's contributions to the strategy on the character, which was like kind of already existing ideas, but a bit more refined in Act 1. Like those ideas that he was implementing at the end of Spire 1 were like already kind of there for Cloud for a long time, but like they weren't as clean. Like the flowchart in Act 1 was not as clean as what he had it be when he played his big win streak. Like his flowchart in Act 1 was a lot like just more refined. Which does matter and it makes a bit of a difference, but not as big of a difference nearly as having a good mindset. Like it's not even close to as important. Anyway, we'll play Regent. I think I might go get some water first though. Kind of talked a lot at the start of the stream. So I'll be right back and then we'll play some Regent, okay? BRB. I returned. If I had to like tier list my strength on characters, I'd say Silence my strongest character right now. Then probably Defect, then Clad, and probably Regent after that. So my Regent and my Necrobinder are probably my weakest characters win rate wise. Refusal to ever pick boss swap. I mean, nobody boss swapped on Ironclad. That was not. No. Nobody was boss swapping on that character. I'm like okay at Regent though. There's like definitely a gap between Regent and Necrobinder. But I do think my Clad, my Defect, and my Silent are all better than my Regent. For sure. In terms of like they should win more often. My Regent's like can get a bit scrappy sometimes. Let's play Regent. Capsule GG. I like how every time I see Capsule, I just like GG. It's over. I win. It's done. The game is over. I get a Reddick. And Clad specifically, Zach and I were swapping on Defect at the end. There was like a while where he stopped swapping on Defect, and then he got bullied by the Spire, and he was like, "Well, I guess I have to swap." And then he started swapping and immediately got a world record. So yeah, swap's probably pretty good on Defect. Swap isn't bad. All right. Man, I think there was like a point where I debate about the large capsule. Like, nah, it's got problems. You don't want to like take large capsule. It's mid on Regent because like the extra base cards are detrimental. And now I'm just like funny. Now I just click it and I'm like funny, haha, funny. Any creamers? Is the Heavenly Drill run of the gods? Yeah, you see the line. You see the line. Heavenly Drill incoming. Someone in chat understands the correct way to think about this setup. How many runs today? We'll see. I kind of have to play 3 if I want to get 30 before the next patch, but 3 is a lot if I'm trying to win all of them. Yeah, Papa, I'm on 23 between patches. 17 this patch. I'm cooking the Spire. Frying it up and eviscerating it. Eviscerate the Spire. Kill it. Could have saved that strike, but this line looks good enough to me. Ice cream drill run? Yeah, I hope I get a heavenly drill. Knockout blow. Knockout blow. Um. So we take knockout blow, right? Then we get the what's the card called? The radiate. We get the radiate and then we upgrade it. Radiate plus. Radiate plus. Then it games. It games Omega. Slither. What? Dot. Ooh, that's kind of like Slither. Stardust. Mini cat Stardust. I'm not gonna blow. Dust. But what about Spectrum shit? any Spectrum shit believers? This card is so stupid. It's such a dumb card. Like, you have any idea how broken this thing is? Crazy ass broken card. My opinion of it like only goes up over time. The Spectrum shit. Like maybe the best card on the character or something. Well, I took damage. It's over. We're done for. Know your place. Splash. Splash on Regents, like, it's a mixed bag. it's a mixed bag. It's good and bad. But yeah, Splash of Mini Cannon upgraded. Cool. That's like a billion trillion damage. It's ridiculous. Kind of like Gwitter Stream as well. Also Lunar Blast with the mini cannon. Lunar Blast? Upgraded mini cannon combo? It's insane. So like, do I want the Glitter Stream or not? I'm like positive on it, I think. It's just kind of like a block card that blocks. I'm good with the Snecko Oil. Infinite? I don't know. I'm just gonna like play this. I'm gonna save energy here. So you can Snecko Oil here, try to hit knockout blow to babwam the dude. Like play strike first and then Snecko Oil draw 7 cards. Then we can always knockout blow, kill it. Seems efficient. Okay, not gonna lie. This costing this much energy is bad. What? Yeah, the game's rigged. I mean, we all know it. That's crazy, though. This like is also about as badly as I could have drawn this turn. Flacky flack. That's good. Quasar also very good. Definitely upgrading Splash is the first thing, right? Pulse Plus goes in. It does. It does. You're not wrong. But, like, upgrades are already kind of pressured. The upgrades are, like, giga pressured right now, right? Like, I need to upgrade this card, and I need to upgrade this card. Like, these upgrades have to happen. If I had, like, the Quasar, that also has to be upgraded. It's a lot of upgrade debt. I probably prefer the Pulse by a little bit. Splash is very obviously the first upgrade. Synthesis. More know thy places? Seen worse things. I think I will upgrade Pulse before the Spectrum Shift. I'll take one more know thy place. (22 AoE). Problem right now, like the obvious thing to do right here is take 6, right? Because then I have enough for Pulse. But if I kill those guys, then next turn there's like a lot of low roll potential. But if I play, I just like don't want to play Falling Star is the problem. Because I need to play Pulse when I draw in. I should have weakened the middle one. I'm done. I think I can die. Pretty rough. Thank you, Astral Pulse, for being so good. Did I keep this potion? Saves a lot here. I'll just use it. Solves AoE fights. I want a supermassive. Am I fighting 2 more combats? I am. We'll just go to this fire and rest. And we'll say like Astral Pulse Splash Plus is enough to not die. I think that's true. Stargen's like kind of weird, but we're hoping Spectrum Shift is enough and like Pulse. I could take a Supermassive, but I don't think so. +3 is not lethal. But if I don't play this turn, next turn, there are like, I mean, there's not many draws that don't kill, to be fair. Oh, 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 the drill, the heavenly drill of the gods. Kill. Holy crap. We're gaming. We upgrade the drill, right? That's way more important than upgrading Spectrum shit. We're just gonna like one-shot the deer or whatever. The plan is simple. Friend fire? Ricochet? Let's go friend fire. Bye. Got him. All right. Big Bang. Ooh, Pale's Eye ice cream. Mildly cooking with that. Just like, no, give me my drill, please. And then you one-shot like literally anything with the drill. Does like give 3 energy or cream? Yeah, it does. You could also just take the relaxes. We need to upgrade Big Bang so our Heavenly Drill works on turn 1. Guaranteed. Because it'll one-shot most things. And then if we don't draw the drill, we like can block turn 1 usually with the Bagger Prep, and then turn 2 we can kill with the drill by floating 1 energy, or we can play the yeah, there's lots of options basically. No tears. Tears would be so good. I mean, clone or tears would be instantly winning. Obviously, clone Big Bang. Just like go this way. Tears would be instantly winning. I'm just like always disappointed by Pale's Eye when I take it. Like always disappointed. Even with ice cream, I don't think I've taken it with ice cream. So we do have to keep in mind that we have to skip the relic that draws you cards if you exhaust cards, though, because that can just draw your drill and then you lose. We're going for the one-shot build, I guess. I want 2 events. Like the Vigorous event is very good. But like really, I don't need much. Removes are pretty good here. Probably still better than Coco. What, the eye? No, Coco's better than the eye. Coco's insane. In this spot. I mean, this run's in a very good position. I have like 13 times 8 very consistently, very early on in most fights, and like I have this for AoE fights. And I have Splash to like, my damage package is very solid. It's mostly a block package that I'm missing. To block like Queen early turns and Aeon Glass early turns. To set up the one-shot with Drill. The plan for the entire run is just a one-shot everything with Heavenly Drill. Like that is the idea. And like this is the frustration. $16.24. I can use Hemo to end the fight. What's we got? This card blocks for 12. This is pretty good with Pale's Eye. Another AoE fight. Really? Should I Firepot here? It's like 8 plus 9. That's fine. Oh, we do waste our Pollen to score. So we want to set up on like 2. Right. How this works. Reach holding. Child's just kind of the best card in the entire game or whatever. Do 3 more hallways, but theoretically any single target fight we can just like kind of end, but I guess single target fights just don't exist. $13 times 10. 45, 65. Really? Hmm. Bomba? The eye? Hold on. Um. Are dead. Do I want the thing to bounce back like a heavenly drill? Headbutt heavenly drill. There's a lot of upgrades I want here. I'm really good at every fight that's not called Decimillipede. Even that fight I'm like kind of okay at. Okay, we definitely want to rest here then. If at all. It's dead. Giga dead. Lifting. I had to pressure my campfires even more. Oh, I really wanted Big Bang Plus, but honestly, I've kind of soured on Big Bang Plus over time. I wonder about lifting here, because like if we can lift 3 times, we can very easily get to a point where we just one-shot the in-game bosses. The problem is, of course, the Decimillipede. Like this thing will suddenly say 16 times X. Which is really weird. Big number. Feels bad to rest here because we have 2 potions. Do I think 24 is enough? I do. I do think 24 is enough. We can just like upgrade Pillar. Or Big Bang. Or Train. I'll just Train. Want a one shot. Okay, this fight's free. I guess I could have Palzide there. I really want these cards. Can lift again. It's weird to like not do something at the campfire into this boss, right? Like this boss is just getting Omega one shot. There's like no way. Benjamin. Benjamin Nib. If the damage number just gets big enough, then our problem starts to become basically exclusively test subject. We can have like Pillage of Creation plus. To block that fight for a bit. Bamba for phase 2. I potentially need a block pot in this fight if I like drill turn 1. Can I die first 2 turns? Yeah, even just the thought of that is making me want to use or just take a push. Just make sure I can't die the first 2 turns, and then I'll win. I value Pillar Upgrade a lot. Like 2 block every time I use that effect. Incredibly good. So I can't let all of these cards go to draw more cards. But I'd like to use that on the Bamba. Ice Cream's kind of funny with the thing, right? Because like sometimes you want to just end your turn 1, but that forces you to use the Pale's Eye. If I get Drill, it's probably just dead anyway. It's like 16, 14 times 12. Immediately 14 times 12. With Vaughn, it's 21 times 12. Like, pretty likely 252 just on draw. I'll just... And turn again. Or play the splash. Is splash worth it? Splash is like probably worth it. One times 18. It's 378. Flex spot? Why would I flex spot? It's dead. Decisions. I don't really think so. Make it so can like push my pendant forward. I do need to set, or you know, quote unquote need. I would like to set up my pin nub. Yeah, okay. Music box? No, never so lucky. The worst whispering earring of all time. Jewel Mash just plays a power, but it does kind of force me to never use my eye on turn 1, which is weird. We are fighting Aeon Glass Queen, which are the 2 fights you can one-shot with Drill. So the plan is like pretty straightforward. We just set up a big one-shot with the Drill in both fights. Cringing the apps. Don't love the idea of 2 curses. Apps are kind of good with Pale's Eye, though. You just like get into them really quickly. Free power on turn 1's kind of gaming, right? I mean, sometimes it gives Child. Like, Child's like, fine. So Vaku is the best design X3 Ancient. I mean, the competition's not all that fierce, but yeah, I would probably say that. You just want to draw pretty aggressively. I should look at the path. The path is kind of important here. Yeah, I don't mind like heavy campfires, fight 1 elite, and just like plan to one-shot the bosses. Like actually just keep all my HP, all my resources. Make sure everything's set up against the boss fights, and then we just one-shot them. Say if I had a pentagraph, I'd feel extremely comfortable right now. Like the run would feel pretty unlosable if I had a pentagraph. But I'm just wondering how much damage I can take during setup against the queen and stuff. Like once I get, thing is, once I get Pillar Spectrum and play, if I can play those 2 cards, like I'm really not in much danger. Could even just go this way. I don't like what I'm doing at the shop, but maybe I'm doing something. We'll keep the thing because potentially I want to use the block pot later. Exhaust Mamba this way. Wait, I can't make a card here. This is not lethal. Alignment? Gain energy to set up my Vang? That kind of makes me faster. Right? Tincture seems good. The flex spot's like kind of important for the one shot. But Tincture's like more damage than the flex spot, right? Most of the time. It lets me like immediately gain the energy I need. I mean, line does like have a problem, but I don't have to go to an event. It does heal 4, which is kind of neat. But like, it can also give me that stupid garbage. 17-second longest streak of the Anglass era. How long was your streak after the patch? Or your co-op streak? Because I know that was a 2-patch streak. So it was 23 after the bet. What was the total number? It was like 26, right? Or was it 23 overall? Because mine's also 23 between patches right now. Oh, that's my current streak. Yeah, that was the CRNG patch. I mean, I don't know. I want to like count the streak if I was like counting the streak on my stream, but you can if you want. Yeah, Jackie's an open streak where like Doormaker patches. But I think yours was also like similar. It was like 5 or 6 runs were before the patch, and then the rest were after the patch. So it's probably a similar number to 17 overall, like on one patch. Not sure exactly what it was though. I don't really want to go to that final elite. I just don't see a point. My plan is just so solid here. I play this. Doesn't really feel meaningful. Can intern here. Gets rid of the Bomba. Like why? Makes no sense, right? Slop. So I could energy potion right now to play the drill for 14 times 8, 21 times 8. Which does sound lethal. 168. Or I can block potion and just play the drill. It's probably better. Falling Star Bomba, but like maybe I should have just ended turn there. I probably should have. This isn't like a great outcome or anything. It's not like terrible. Another know thy place. Mostly just to strip artifact rapidly off of the Aeon Glass, but I don't think I care that much. I don't love having a clumsy. The gold does play. Clumsy's fine, right? That's pretty good. In turn here I get the thing, but hard to say it's like a good outcome. This is awful. If I draw the Heavenly Drill next turn, I have lethal. If I don't, I can in turn and use the Pale's Eye. Is this lethal? 18 times 12. It's 216. Terraforming. Hysterical. It's like lifting sucks in this game. I mean, it's good here because it just contributes to my one shot. Like, it's good in this spot. But yeah, generally speaking, strength is a bit worse. I want to be max HP into the bosses, so I'm going to rest here and in the boss. Okay, dupe pot's really solid. You just dupe the drill as a panic button to like make sure the one shot happens a bit faster. It's very good against Queen. Like, I think I have enough time against Aeon Glass to set up the one shot, but against Queen, it's like the front loaded damage is a bit higher. Yeah, Reptile Trinket's good, but I don't think it's as good as Dupe Pot, right? I mean, I'm gonna get another set of potions, so I'll probably have another good potion to use, and then I have the Reptile Trinket as well. Yeah, I'll just buy the Reptile Trinket, actually. The guys. $38. $24 times 2. Problem is I can't actually play the pulse. So I just like I mean, I can play defense though. So yeah, if I end turn here, I'm likely to draw into defense. Oh. I can also just draw into the pulse. So we have pinup set up. So we can just make the Aeon Glass fight entirely about doing the one shot in the first deck cycle. And then in the Queen fight, we like set it up for a bit longer. But they should both just die, I think. Clarity Extract. Probably just keep the current potions, right? Both like more useful. Oh, wait, I used my pinup there. That's okay though. We wanted the extend Wheat Vault. But we're taking puzzle this turn. All right, how much energy do I need? Let's do math. All right, math's kind of important. If I end my turn here, we have 19 energy on this heavenly drill, or 18 energy. 18 times 16, 24. 24 times 18 is 432. Like very close to killing. I can like use a speed potion if I want it to be lethal. if we have 24, we make this 19. It's plus 8. Or 24, 19 plus 8, 27 times 18. It's 486. I could try to go around, but I have 2 Withers in the deck. But I can play like Pillar, Pillar, Spectrum, Bomba. Then we block 12 passive, you know. I have weakness next turn. Yeah, energy pot's lethal. It's just like, do I want to use the energy potion or keep it for the queen fight? Feels really good in the queen fight. This also lets us push the pinnip around more. Yeah, I think we just play the cards. Maybe we take that 3 to keep an energy, though. Wait, I can't eye now. No, you can still eye after Bomba, huh? Yeah, you can. Like, it lets you do that? Yeah, it does. You just block here. Could even speed potion to block. And that would full block, but that does waste our trinket. Thing is, we don't have vulnerable anymore. But we can't like in turn here, right? Because if we in turn, there's just way too much risk. But if I play 2 cards, we only have 8 energy. Yeah, Rock Potion will proc it. Yeah, I probably should have just used the energy potion in this fight. I greeded it too much. Because now, if I go to 5 energy, I have 8 energy next turn. 8 times 16. Or 16 times 16. It's 256, which is not even really close. So we're like still going to end up using this potion. This sucks. You like still need the potions, right? Like this is only 16 times 18. Yeah, there's just no way to get weak vuln. $288. If I use both potions, we get +6 on that. So it's 22 times 18. It's 396, which kills with the bombardment. I have to do that, right? Wait, no, I can bomb it twice, right? Because I have the eye. So I can go speed potion here. Use the heavenly drill. That's 19 times times 18. Right? Yeah. We have 342, and then next turn we have 3 strength, 24, 27, 30. So that's plus 30, plus 30. So we have 402 guaranteed damage just by ending turn next turn. So we can play like Speed Potion, Heavenly Drill. The Bomba hits, we end turn, Bomba hits. And then we have to deal 30 damage. Which is technically brickable. But like not realistically brickable. Like we have 18 damage guaranteed in hand with the... Actually, no, we lose the blade. Our reshuffle is 5 withers. Yeah, it's just like a chance to die, right? Splash is better if I go for the energy pot line because I will have guaranteed lethal regardless. I guess, can I energy pot and keep the speed potion? Because like an energy pot make this 19 times 20. That's 380. Plus 30. Plus 30. Yeah, so we have guaranteed lethal if we just use the energy potion into Heavenly Drill. And then we have the rock potion in the next fight anyway. What are the options from Splash that would get the kill here? Pin him set up for next fight. Yeah, I would really like to have pin him close to 9 because we want to kill... It's so tough without the energy potion to kill Queen. Meteor Strike, Berry. Snap would snap the thing into my hand and that would win the fight. I don't think Conflag makes up. Maybe it does. Okay, I mean, I can find lethal with the Splash Blade, so let's just play a Thunderclap. $13 plus 24 times 16. Dies next turn. Okay, so we do get to keep the energy potion, which is what we wanted. That was what I was trying to do. Alright, is she dead? I don't think she's dead, because we can't proc the Pinup. We play big... We play like... I would play Pillars before the Big Bang, though. Yeah, if we had Pinup set up here, we'd have lethal. Alright, I'll be right back, chat. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. Very, very quickly. BRB. All right, I'm back. So, can I, we should consider killing the minion here, for sure. That's like the main thing to consider, is like if it's correct to kill the minion. Because she's way slower if we kill the minion, right? Like she has to take this turn to debuff me, next turn to debuff me, and then she doesn't even buff strength. She just immediately starts attacking, so she's at like less damage than she would be if I wait to kill, or if I kill the minion later. And we have a pretty convenient line to do it. We play Pillar, Spectrum, Child, Big Bang. We're at 1 energy, 2 energy, 3. No, it's only 3 energy. So we'd have to skip out on Pillar or Spectrum. That's probably nonsense, right? Like Spectrum Pillar, 7 block per turn. Like that's the whole idea, is that that's what makes the fight good. Right now, our damage output is maximum 22 times 10. Which, if we had Pinnib, would be lethal. Of course, because it'd be 44 times 10, which would be killing it. Can use this turn to try to set up energy. I would use it next turn, right? Not this turn. Why would I use it this turn? I can't think of a reason why I'd use it this turn. Well, let's just make energy. So I can go no they place. Bomba. We don't have to play the Bomba, we could just set up Pinnib. We could just say Bomba doesn't really matter. But Pinnib does matter. That is kind of true. The problem is if we use all of our Know Thy Places right now, then I mean, I could put all the Know Thy Places on her. If we just play Know Thy Place, Falling Star on her, we have 3 turns of Vuln. And then next turn we end turn, draw with the Palinus Core to reshuffle. So we draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we reshuffle next turn. If I do it that way. And then we have Pinnib on 8. So we just had to play 1 attack, and then the Heavenly Drill is set up. We just have to redraw into Heavenly Drill, and the fight's over. So that would be the plan. We play like Know Thy Place, Falling Star, set up Vuln on her, and then set up the Pinnib. Now the big question is, do we need the Pinnib setup to actually have lethal when we draw the Heavenly Drill? If we just like spend no energy. Because we're going to have like 13 energy or something. Or like 26. We have to do weak Vuln math. Or weak math. 10, 13. We have 3 strength. So we'd have 19 strength base. Or 19 damage base. So you have like 14 damage times like 26. If not more, actually. So realistically, we're going to have like more than enough damage than we need, right? Like we only need the Pinnib, is my point. We don't need Vuln on her. We only need the Pinnib. So we just put all the debuffs on this one and don't play any other cards. And then next turn we use the thing. Pretty much no matter what we draw here, we just use the thing. To get rid of as many cards as possible to reshuffle faster. We do need the Pinnib. But we can play like a strike here to gain Pinnib, right? to make sure no matter what we draw, we have the Heavenly Drill on her with Pinned. And then she'll just die no matter what. We don't play Bombay here. Playing Bombay here is a massive mistake because they'll waste our Pinned. But we can't die next turn. So we just play the strike to make sure that we have Pinned no matter what. And then next turn we will have 15 base energy with Pinned. That's like 38 times 30, which is like... Is it 38 times 30? Is that true? 28. 28 times 30. Which is like 800 damage or something. We can't die this turn because it's still weakened. At 28 times 30, which is 840 damage. GG. Yeah, that's way overkill though. We didn't need the energy potion. Should probably just conserve HP, but we just had enough resources. Papa has the baby. How long was that run? 1 hour and 5 minutes. It's not too bad. Not too slow. Some of the runs in this streak are just too slow, like hour and 30 minutes. I can't be doing that. I can't upload those runs to YouTube. This is like a decent YouTube run. Now it's time for the streak to end. Yeah. My free trial on the Spire is over. There's no way I win 5 Necrobinder runs in a row. That's impossible. Necro into Friendship into Thieving Hopper. Why would you even like put that out in the world? Why would you put that energy out there? What's wrong with you? Would anyone care if the SCS streak records would be broken? I think people would care a little bit, you know. But that's definitely the old game. Not a lot of people are playing it right now. But of course it would be cool. Be cool to see that people are still playing the game and taking it seriously more than anything else. Yeah, it's 24 across patches, 18 on this patch. That's a good one. That's a good one, chat. Good one for the early access period. Sure. I'm saying this like it's already over because it is. You know, there's no way I win 5 Necrobinder runs in a row. That'd be criminal. Like a 24 streak really is just winning 4 Necrobinder runs in a row. A 25 streak, like it's the same thing. A 25 streak is winning 5 Necrobinder runs in a row. That's impossible. That's like a whole like 1/5 extra difficulty. Is the whole difficulty of the streak is like Necro is that bad for you? I'm mostly joking. Like I'm okay at Necrobinder, but like every Necro run I feel like I can't lose. There's a lot of runs on the other characters I feel like I can't really realistically lose. Necrobinder is the character that punishes you for your mistakes in early game more. That's the main thing with Necrobinder. Like you make a mistake in Act 1, it will actually come back to haunt you in Act 3. Every other character, you just like walk into Act 3, you see the boss relic, and you win. Necrobinder's like deck building matters so much. Ever since I started taking Snap aggressively, I've been winning a lot more on Necrobinder though. Maybe because I'm having a better time, because I like that card. Yeah, really, that's the biggest difference between this patch and like the older patches of the game. Like back when we had Doormaker and stuff, is like Necro was so much stronger on those patches. Like, it was way easier to play is the main thing. Like Necro was so much easier. When Infested Prism and Anglass weren't in this game, like Necro was so much easier. Like that, like it maybe not. I don't know what the difference between the win rate is. That's not really important though. Like what's important is like the effortless wins you'd get don't happen anymore. Like you would just win. You'd see a Capture Spirit and a remove, and you'd be like, okay, I win. That doesn't happen. Like you don't win. You're not even close to winning. because of only Infested Prism and Anglass. Like if those fights weren't in the game, that's what prevents that from being just totally GG. Which is a good thing. It's made the character a lot more fun to play. I was really not enjoying Necrobinder before that. But I'm also losing a lot more because adapting to that's been difficult. Capture Spirit's still kind of GG. I mean, it's good. It's like a high A tier, S tier card, but like it's not. You don't just win, obviously. Like it doesn't even really need to be set. Capture Spirit does not deal enough damage against Anglass like by itself, and it makes a bunch of withers. And I mean, Capture Spirit's good against Anglass most of the time. It's mostly the Infested Prism that it's like actually bad against. The card's just straight up not good in Infested Prism. So highest streak in the game so far, it really depends on how you define it. If you define it as just the longest number of consecutive wins played on the game Slay the Spire 2, this is the highest streak, I think, on rotating. If Merle's streak was 23, but I'm not sure if it was. Because this would be a 24 streak overall. But if you're like not caring about patches, but you only care about like, you care about being played in one patch, but you don't care about if it was a Doormaker patch, like, which you could define it that way, then Opum's 20 is still the biggest, I think. But that was like on a patch that was substantially easier, so it's a bit of a however you want to define it. There's lots of big streaks, and I think everyone's basically capable of similar numbers right now, because you know, just feels that way. Crazy 2-player streak. I think like Jason and VM did like a 30 something. I don't think they even like continued it. I don't think they died. Because it should just like always win. It's like 32. Yeah, you could probably get to like 100 or something. Like it doesn't look like you can actually lose, really. You have to like mess up tremendously to actually lose. Mounting multiplayer for casual players. Yeah, but didn't like Anthony in an interview say 2 players harder than single player? Did he say that? I think I heard that he said that. It's like actually capping. Not that single player is like all that difficult, but obviously multiplayer is just easier no matter what. Might be stat wise. The freaking stats, man. The freaking stats. Can't handle these stats. About to crash out on all the stats, people. Baylor Lord. 1,574 people. Thank you, Baylor. What's up? Hope you had a good stream. I am currently on an 18 streak this patch. 24 streak overall between both patches. I was on a 6 streak at the end of the last patch, and I'm at 18 now, so. We've won 24 runs in a row on this stream. Welcome, Baylor. Completed 3 quests and run. Awesome. It was like dousing. I mean, there's only 3 quests in the game, so pretty obvious which ones you completed. That's fun. Haven't lost yet this patch? No, I have not lost yet this patch. There's 4. Yeah, okay, dousing. So there's like dousing, the gold, the key. And something else. The bird. Bird swoop. Please lock in and do a flawless patch. Hello, Opum. Yeah, I'm taking your dream away from you. The 30 streak flawless patch. Yep, that's gonna be me. It's gonna be me right there. Yeah, I say that like I'm about to walk into a freaking Necrobinder run and instantly die. There's no way I'm winning 5 runs in a row in Necrobinder. Ain't no way. Impossible. That would be criminal. Like if I won 5 runs in a row in Necrobinder, like that's criminal territory. The thing is, I think I can already make a YouTube video about this streak. So I've already got my dub, you know? It's long enough that I can make a YouTube video about it. A good clickbait. You're all gonna have to bear witness. Honestly, the fact that we have players of your caliber and 3 other top players putting out content like Spirecast. And 3 other top players. I mean, debatable that there's, you know, 3 other top players in that podcast. 3. That's a bit of an exaggeration, I think. Maybe 2. Maybe 2. There's 1 fraud in there. Alright, I'm gonna go get some water. And then we'll die on Necrobinder. Pillar's still good. Yeah, I think it's about as good as I think it's about as good as it was before. It's just different. It's still like hard to not take every single copy of Pillars of Creation you see. It's just kind of a good output card. Yeah, you guys enjoying Gilderon? I see a lot of people playing it. My interest is at negative infinity, but it does seem like people are having fun with it. I think Asuki Core has been more active in the Guild Run segment than in the Aspire 2 segment. Just as waning. I mean, it looks okay. I just don't like auto battlers. It's like a thing with me personally. I like playing the fights, you know. Played one round, it's too many numbers. Yeah, that's like what they have to do for the auto battlers, because it's like all macro, right? Isn't that the idea of an auto battler? You're just like kind of playing macro. Like the micro is very minimized. And that's what it looked like the game was. It looked like the decision making between floors is like kind of all the decision making that matters. Which is fine, but I wouldn't play Spire if it was just macro. Oh, the item micromanaging. Yeah, it seems like a game that's like good for the audience that it's good for. But if you're not in that audience, then probably best suited just not playing it. Is it micro how good your clicks are? No, micro is like how it's defined in Spire is like how you play the fights. Like the way you play your cards, the order you play them in, like the decision making of like when to save resources, when to use potions, like that type of thing. Like how you play the fights is usually, I think, micro decision making. Macro is like which cards you add to your deck, what you buy in shops, what you do at fires, that kind of thing. That's how it's defined in Spire by most people, I think. Yeah, everyone who joined this run like played itself. I got Ice Cream Miniature Cannon, and everyone was like, "Oh, Heavenly Drill, Heavenly Drill," and then I got a Heavenly Drill from the finality in Act 1. Ice Cream Mini Cannon, Heavenly Drill. I killed the Ceremonial Beast on turn 2. And that was my region run. A lot of decision making that's very interesting. Yeah, but lots of games have interesting decision making, so you have to like enjoy that type of decision making. You know? Not hard to find a game with interesting decision making. We have Spire right here. Spire is a game with lots of interesting decisions. I like making decisions though. It is true. What's the thumbnail? Ice cream on the floor 1. Is this good? I mean, I think I just like do like the cannon, ice cream. Oh, my sister drew the mini cannon and the ice cream already. She's drawn those relics. Oh, this is perfect. We just have like the mini cannon, the ice cream in the thumbnail with the drill. You know, incredible. She's been drawing the relics in Spire too. For fun and for my thumbnails. You can like see some of her work in my thumbnails. It's been fun. All right, I'll be right back, and then we'll die on Necrobinder. BRB. I'm gonna go get some water and stuff, and then we'll go run into a wall and die on Necrobinder. GG. It's over. It's over. I can't win on Necrobinder. It's impossible. Alright, I have returned. Returned to take my L. My well-deserved L. I've earned this L, alright? I've got a lot of dubs. You can't make fun of me when I lose on Necrobinder anymore. Right? I've won 24 runs in a row. No more. I don't want to see any more comments on some random YouTube channel being like, Knavery doesn't win with Necrobinder. He sucks at Necrobinder. I don't want to see that shit anymore. Alright? I won 24 runs in a row. You can't talk shit. Yeah, play the Necrobinder. Overgrowth. No, I'm dead. Ah. It's over. GG. I lost. No. It's overgrowth. No. It was such a good streak. Damn it. It's already over. There's no way to get a dub from here. I mean, like, the other runs on the streak. Hold on. If we go to the other Necker runs, right? Overgrowth. Ah. Not carried? Underdogs carried? Okay, I'm carried. I'm carried. I'm carried. I'm carried. I'm a filthy lucker carried by by underdog. I mean, I think the pretty clear thing is just taking the golden pearl. I mean, the right path. Like, look at this path. For Elita Farmy. So, like, the alternative is we take Crucible and we go this way. So you can do that, or you can take 150 gold and go this way. That's like the two plans that you can execute. I think Crucible is kind of suspicious on this character. Kind of sussy baka among us. If you take it and then you don't even like, if you don't see the block cards, it's like, ugh, it's not even good. Upgraded attacks, like, okay, I mean, it's fine. Runs over, I'm in overgrowth. I mean, you're right, but we can pretend to try, even though it's already done for. We can at least give it a half-hearted attempt, you know. Even though we died on floor 0. As soon as we rolled the overgrowth, it was already done for. GG. GG. I think I'm going to do the more traditional line. But I could see maybe in the far future, after a lot of experimentation and learning on Necrobinder, if I'm like, oh yeah, Silver Crucible into 4 elites, that's a thing you can do. Right now, I don't really believe in that, but maybe one day I'll believe in that. Could happen. I'm dead. I'm already dead. Bad draw loader on the first floor. It's over. You still put that there in case you don't draw the Unleash, right? It's like always the right play. Oh, it's over. I got the dub. Let's go. It's Defy. GG. GG. Win. Egg. Egg. I mean, I like an egg. Is this like a thing? Is this a thing on Necrobinder, buying egg over like everything else in the shop? I mean, egg is super good on this character. Like a lot of really, 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 really good cards that are like upgraded like crazy. But you can just not see you cannot see skills, right? And then everything's kind of scary and bad. But if you see the skills, ooh. Like there's a lot of skills that are way better upgraded than unupgraded, right? Like Delay is so good. Deathbringer is so good. This is way better upgraded. Dirge way better upgraded. You know, like Pellagra way better upgraded. Afterlife way better upgraded. Wisp infinitely better upgraded. That makes a big difference. But there are alternatives that we should consider. Because like No Potion's pretty awkward. It doesn't give us any answers against the first like hard pull, which is coming up very soon. We do have a Defy, to be fair. I like the egg too, chat. I'm a big fan of egg. I'm a big fan. But can I spend all my gold on an egg and expect to not die against the first elite? You know, we're playing a balanced character here. We're not playing a character that just says, egg, I win, GG, you know. We do have a Defy, though. The Defy is pretty good. The Defy is pretty good. I'll buy the egg. I think it's good in this game to like just kind of greet the egg. It's my current kind of opinion. Upgraded. It's a good upgraded card, Capture Spirit. So the question is, do we fight an elite at all? Because I'm kind of down to just like go this way. I'm pretty down to just go left. And say who needs the elite anyway. The elite's kind of cringe. We just slop it up. Get sloppy in here. Then we die to the freaking guy. The infested knobbers. I have one more easy pull. Enfeeble. Upgraded card. I kind of just want to take a slight. I think we just take the slight. Enfeebling's so good, but like slight with this potion gives us like an out against one of the hard pulls. You just play it. We play the potion. Bwom, 18 AoE. But bwom, bwom, bwom. It gives us something to upgrade as well, aside from the bodyguard. Ooh. Which one do we take here? I mean, upgraded Kala skills or hoo-hee. You know what they can be? Splash upgraded. Shockwave upgraded. The bomb upgraded. Equilibrium upgraded. Discovery upgraded. Production upgraded. Finesse upgraded. kind of a lot. Upgraded. With the slate of flesh. Shockwave. Bwom bwom. Infinite. The guys. The worst draw order I've ever seen in my life. I want to play Slight. Play Slight, Defy here, defend Bodyguard. Next turn, play Shockwave. Yeah, with the Energy Potion this turn. It's probably the best line. Upgraded. I mean, do I need the poke? Can I just take Afterlife Plus? We've already gotten 3 upgrades out of this egg. That's a lot. And they're all like substantial upgrades as well. So we can go Sleight of Flesh Potion, 18 AoE, and then play the Defy to kill this one in full block. And then we can go upgrade. Upgrade like the Sleight of Flesh immediately. We get a relic and we get another card reward. I don't think we want 2 capture spirits. That seems weird. Can I die to a heart pool with no potions? No potions and a Bodyguard Plus? And a relic? Sounds pretty hard to do, right? Dying to a heart pool with no potions, Bodyguard Plus, and a relic. It's a free dub. It's a free run. It's done for. 20 is locked in. Let's get it. Beautiful. Oh, got us anklets. Just play Shockwave Defy. Probably. Runs in a very good position, Twitch down. Pulsar? Pulsar with Sleight of Flesh is kind of sick nasty. It's upgraded. The Dorito. Yeah, I do have Cloak Clasp for Dorito already, though. And Shockwave. Those are very good things against Dorito. And Sleight of Flesh. I want to upgrade my Sleight of Flesh. Like, take Pulse, upgrade Sleight of Flesh. Pledge of Insanity is like a pretty cool card, actually. Or a pretty cool thing to get. Alright, is there any elite I can die to? It sounds insane to even think that I could ever die against an elite with this deck, but... yeah, it doesn't really seem practical dying to an elite with this deck. Could have shovel there, but I think shuffling out all those cards was worse than the alternative. Nine plus 6. I can let it die to the infections. I can't, like, do this in any good way, right? Probably the line is just play Shockwave and then, like, defy one of the little guys. Because if I shuffle in another set of infections, there's a lot of potential bad things that can happen, right? Potion doesn't work, Chad. Defy Strike does, like, I mean, I don't, like, the order will be, like, how does the order work on this? It would apply 5 weak and 5 vuln to this guy and then deal 26, right? Like, that's what it would do. (13+6), yeah, I can, like, save the potion, or I can use the potion to just end the fight. I know, chat. But I like this potion. So if there's, like, a different line that I can do, you know. Yeah, Papa, you want to run the science for me? Are you at your computer? I trust Papa to run the science. I don't think it would carry over. Like I don't think it, like basically the idea is like, does it apply 5 weak and then deal 13 and then apply 5 on and then deal 13 to all the minions? I don't think that makes sense though. I would like to know for sure, because it would be correct to play Defy into Shockwave. And I think it is probably correct to use the potion if that's not true, because like I don't have any AoE. I can bottom deck my AoE and everything kind of sucks. And then you use potion in the fight with Shockwave immediately. But if I can deal 13 to all of them and apply 5 on to all of them, then that's obviously way better. If anyone wants to actually do the science, particularly like Papa, if you're here, if you're like at your computer, I don't trust the rest of Twitch chat. I don't trust you guys. What is being tested? Like, if I play, like, will this Shockwave apply 5 weak, deal 13 damage, and then apply 5 vuln to all enemies and deal 13 damage? I don't think that's how that would work, but I'm trying to like, I want to know for sure because it would be the best line to play here. I get to save my potion. I'm pretty sure it would apply 5 weak and 5 vuln both to the potato itself, and then the potato would die, or the potato would die and then the card's already resolved. That would be my assumption, but I don't know for sure. There's some weird mechanics with how this guy works. Baylor Lord, thank you. I would appreciate that. It doesn't work in the good way. I mean, I believe you. I believe you, Roten Bolton, because that would be my assumption, is that it doesn't work the good way. I do believe you. But I'll get a second opinion, you know, just to make sure. I got time. It don't work? All right, I believe Papa for sure. That's a second opinion enough for me. So I'll do a Sleight of Flesh Strike. That'll kill it. And then I'll play the Shockwave with the potion to like end the fight. Oh! Wow. Card's pretty. Maybe I should just Shockwave there. Terrible draw order. Phase of the high five or thunderclap, and the second phase would take the damage from Slight and be vulned. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what I'd expect, is that to work that way. So it's sort of exactly what I thought it would work like. Oh, no potion's kind of awkward. I mean, I can just rest into this boss. I don't really need any upgrades here. Just like the more HP into Act 2 is kind of nice. My deck's kind of already upgraded, you know. Upgrading Defy is okay. There's maybe some awkward draws. I'm done to just rest. No shrimp reanimate. Tragic. Upgraded Regent cards. Yeah, holy crap. Look at these cards. Imagine them upgraded. I'm imagining. I'm a little bit disappointed, not gonna lie. Protector is actually pretty good here. Because it can make the Unleash 0 energy, which is actually insane. Like, yeah, both debuffs are applied before Slide does any damage. That's what I figured. And like, I have pretty free upgrades. I can just upgrade the Unleash thing with the Protector. And we have Reanimate. So we have like, and Vuln. We have Reanimate and Vuln. So we have like a decent amount of payoff for the Protector. Neurosurge, like, setup stuff. Right, path goes to max fights. I do want to just farm fights. I don't really care to go to events here. Probably would actually pivot left here. Let's pass a little bit better. Extra fire. Attack potion's good. Don't really want these. Of course, I want my capture spirit back. We're really just like looking for an invoke or a friendship or something to make energy. We did get a Neurosurge, which is massive. Looks like Slight's gonna compete with Reanimate. Reanimation's better though, because of the Protector. Should have played that first. Upgraded Delay. What a card. Also Debilitate with Shockwave. Jesus. These are good. I do believe these are good cards. Both of them. Kind of insane. God, Delay is so good here. And it's so beautifully upgraded as well. Like, holy crap. I don't know. I can't resist. It's too beautiful. Play Slight here. Death Bling. Or I could get Cleanse. Pretty good Cleanse. Yeah, I want to start looping. I'm just gonna take a Cleanse. Seems a little bit better to me. Thuthan. I don't want to play defend is the thing. But I can play defend. How's that relic? This is Undying Sigil. So we can like go over here, we can upgrade Protector, upgrade Fasten, and then fight the Nobamid with that deck. That deck beats Nobamid pretty easily. Or I could just buy another Sleight of Flesh because gotta solve that Aeon Glass, you know. I think Dorito's a problem. We just like play Reanimate and then Protector one-shots it or something. I'm not too worried about it. It's not free by any means, but I don't like it's like a hard fight. I think I'm just gonna take the second Sleight of Flesh. I think if I lose this run, it's like exclusively just to the freaking guy. Like in my head, I only really lose to the Aeon Glass, so I'm just gonna play the line that's best against Aeon Glass. Invoke plus. Rich. Rare relic, rare relic, rare relic, rare relic. Rare relic build.
Kind of planning on resting next floor. The best draw order. It's okay though. Wow. Awful draw order. Use an attack potion area. Berry. We're gonna take Severance, which like sometimes draws us into Reanimate. Playing that's pretty good. I think I'll just bury though. Now our protector one-shot stuff, and we have giga damage from this thing. Page Storm, it's like kind of whatever. Gonna go here and rest. Make sure we have enough HP for this boss or this Naba mid. Toxic X kind of like Apo. It's kind of like Apo, you know. I had like lethal there, but that's a funnier line, so I played that line. Dirge. What Dirge? Not mid. Can go energy potion here. Thing is, I probably just energy pot into Dirge, right? If I play Dirge for 12, it goes up by 9. So our guy doesn't die, and then we can probably redraw the Protector in time, but we kind of have to. Let's just Dirge. Damn it. I mean, I can draw 3 more and hope that it's enough to hit the Protector. So I can energy potion Shockwave to weaken it. What an obnoxious draw order. If I end my turn right now, if I like play Bodyguard in turn, goes up by 3, so it's at 46 damage. And I block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I block 20. Oh, it's like not even. It's not even hitting me, right? So I block 20 plus 7, it's attacking me for 46. So I have 30 Asti and 20 block, which is 50, and it's attacking me for 46. So my Asti lives on 4. And if my Asti's on 4, that means this does like 1 billion damage next turn. So just play the bodyguard in turn? That's the line, right? $90. Doesn't actually kill it, by the way. In fact, it still has 22 plus 4, 26 health. It's actually kind of hard to deal. I mean, I can cleanse first. I can cleanse away a defend. That does 5 extra damage. And then I can defy Protector. The Soul can draw into Shockwave, but doesn't feel like it's right to play the Soul. It also has 11 Doom, so you can just play this. That's enough damage. Let's block more than 6. Goes up to 25, which weakens down to 7. Like 18. So bodyguard's the best block, right? Snap. Stone Calendar. Yeah, Stone Calendar was lethal next turn. I guess I could have just not taken the damage that turn. I love Snap. We take Snap, right? Like, Snap's insane. You can retain your cards and then play them whenever you want to play them. And I might just rest here again, because, like, what upgrade does anything? Neurosurge? Neurosurge upgrade is kind of good, actually. Let's upgrade Neurosurge. With the Dirge and the Snap. Actually gives us some lines. Come on. Fine. We'll be fine. So I can Afterlife, Snap the Reanimate. Or I can just Energy Pot this turn, Reanimate. Afterlife, Snap the Frantic. Play 2 Frantics here. I want to play Shockwave, but we're gonna get chomped if we play Shockwave. Invoke is good, but it's not like amazing. It's probably pretty good. I'd really rather not lose my Ostu this turn. Whew. 40 cards. Domain is so good. Reperform is also incredible, good, incredible, awesome with Protector. And double Sleight of Flash just trivializes Aeon Glass. The domain's probably just too much, right? It's too much. Pull up power. Most of the time it pulls a really good power. Sometimes it pulls Neurosurge, which isn't great. Remove 3 cards. I mean, getting a free Slight on turn 1 or a free Domain on turn 1 is really good. It's just like when it pulls Neurosurge, it's like not the best. So it creates like a high roll and low roll case for our deck, like a good and bad version of the deck. Going heavy on removes is reasonable, like helps us line up the full combo to get the big dirge into like the Protector spam type thing. Yeah, I can cleanse the Enthralled, but I don't really care about this energy all that much. I have Domain, I have Invoke, Delay, and Neurosurge. Compared to the other relics, at least. Getting 5 removes this act is incredibly good. Because I can go to 2 shops and I can just get rid of like all of these cards. Then our deck is just very good. But we don't necessarily answer the Aeon Glass's pressure all that well. With that line. We just don't have the 1 and 4 to pull Neurosurge. It's really annoying. And this song from a Weeb fighting game called Icefield White Knight. Or like that's not what the game's called, but that's what the song's called. Just thinking about how I lose the run. It's always important to take the time to think. Like thinking about which option mitigates the way I lose the most. And Neurosurge turn 1 is still fine, for sure. I think I go Jolt Mask here. I think I prefer it. For a couple of reasons. Well, I didn't think it was very likely that I bricked like this, but, you know, that's what I deserve for playing Necrobinder. Could block pot, but I guess maybe it's okay. Could potentially be better next turn. That'd be really unlucky though. But it can be true that next turn I want this block pot even more. Friends? Is it time to make some friends? This can get pulled on turn 1. It's technically a good pull, but it's not as good as like Sleight of Flesh or Domain, obviously. Still good though. I care about a Wisp all that much. Well, those are the defends that... Sure, I won't complain, I won't complain. Is this fight a problem? Don't think so. Not with Friendship top deck. We have enough energy to play our cards. Countdown's a lot of damage, but it's also a power I can pull on turn 1, and it's not a good one. It's an okay one. It's not what I want to be pulling on turn 1, but it does deal 26 per turn, which is like kind of... It's kind of solid, but I don't like I want to pull this. Compared to the other things that I can pull. Kaifuda. I really want to remove a strike. I kind of don't hate this pin nib for like pin nib on the thing. Really just trying to make sure Aeon Glass dies. You can go like Finesse Kaifuda. Kaifuda Protector, Finesse, and Cleanse or something. Could buy a fairy, but we're going to another shop, so... Just want to make sure the Aeon Glass is dead. So what if I just save my money and don't buy this Kaifuda and just buy the Finesse? I think that's what I do. The Fuda doesn't do enough against Aeon Glass. That's my issue with that. Get a bunch of gold. I think I'll just heal though. Removes on strikes are a bit too good. We get the rest next floor. It's all good. They are kind of slow to get going though. once we get going, we're giga strong. But... we're slow to get going. This shop is not what I was hoping for, chat. Shop is awful. I have 2 slights, but Airmaster Artifact Pack Strip against Iron Glass is fine. Did I really have to take that Reaper form? Maybe I had to take the Reaper form. I thought I had enough time. But the shop is nothing. Like, it might as well be empty. I don't hate the Ostia attack. Fighting this elite's super weird because we need to be full HP for the boss gauntlet. And the guys can definitely deal a lot to me if I get like the wrong kind of pool and the wrong kind of draw order. Did pass on countdown? I did. I just didn't want to pull it with the thing. It seems so bad to pull it with the mask. But I don't know, maybe it was a bit of a hasty decision. Now looking at this shot, like this 400 gold shop is nothing, it's like I'm a bit more concerned for sure. Once I know that shop is nothing, I'm a bit more concerned. It's weird. I'm just thinking about like high five. High five's just like a very efficient card. Applies vulnerable to set up like a big protector punch. The problem is like I need the protector damage, so if my Osti starts dying, it's rough. That's what I'd say.
It feels like third cycle of the deck is happening. It's really bad. You can mitigate like a little bit with cleanse, but not nearly enough. Trying to think if I can like do some kind of pseudo infinite thing fast enough to like start spamming the cleanse with the potion, but I don't think it's possible. Like capture spirit, draw, control finesse. Doesn't seem fast enough to me. Did I actually need to take the 3 removes? Artifact strip is nice because it takes. Like we want the damage to be high enough. I take a spur. Seems alright. We're like keeping Asti alive. We need to keep Asti alive. Now the question is, do we fight the elite or not? Can definitely go really poorly. The guy's fight can go really poorly. And we need our HP against the boss, so I don't think so. No, don't use that now. I need that like in a turn or two. Yeah, like this is a problem, man. This is too slow. Like that like it would already have added the status cards to my deck at this point. Isn't that just like unacceptable? Yeah, I don't know, chat. It's gonna depend on a few things. We will see. Cleanse the strike, or do I snap the cleanse? I think I snap the cleanse, right? Because it gets us cleanse on Wither in the redraw. The cleansing strike's like kind of just as good. Mm-hmm. No, we're too slow. We're just too slow, chat. Don't want a 0 cost high 5. That feels like the best 0 cost, right? Like gives us. I mean, we're getting a Wither this turn anyway. And like we want to strip this artifact so that Shockwave actually applies. Sticker 0 cost high 5. Capture spirit, negative pulse. Okay, the damage has to happen now. We can go reanimate protector. Soul.
Oh, that's so bad to top deck Dirge here. And see, just Afterlife Bodyguard, we try to make this Aussie as big as possible so that we can punch. Or Afterlife Dirge. Oh my god, top decking the freaking Dirge here is so insanely bad. Okay, we have to shuffle this turn. And spur into it. I think we're fine, right? Like, we have enough damage here. Go cleanse on a Wither. And then this hits for like 5 billion. GG. Okay. Test subject should be free, right? Could be. Go slight negative pulse. $63 damage. So if I want to kill here, I have to lose domain. Right, this does 13, which brings it to 70 or 85. So I have to play like Spur, Afterlife, Capture. Like, that's worth it, right? Like, losing domain here is worth it. Because we can just start looping the Invoke at some point and the Finesse. Yeah, as long as we can keep Ostu, it's kind of just fine. 70 plus 7 plus 9. And then Capture Spirit. We lose domain, and then we start like cycling our we have to cleanse a couple times, but It's 84, but we have Capture Spirit to like make up the difference. I would kill it. I don't think it's worth it to kill it yet, though. We wait. GG. All right, Toxic Egg, kind of overpowered relic. Upgrade your whole deck, pretty good. To just like get as a relic, it's not bad. Yeah, the Jeweled Mask's been like, I don't know, it's interesting. That boss relic choice is very interesting. Very interesting boss relic choice for sure. Necro wins, Streak +5. You know how it is. You know the vibes. You win a Necro +5 streak. Alright, GG. Is it physically impossible to lose on defect? It might be. Might be physically impossible. That's a 25 streak overall. At 25 between this patch and the last patch. That's pretty good. Few elites. Yeah, I kind of bought the relic. I got the relics I needed in Act 1. Like, this is all you need. I got these 2 relics. I just had to make sure the deck was in the state it needed to be to not die here. I think I did, like, I think the second Slide of Flesh was good, for sure. I'm a fan of the second Slight Call. The cleanse was very good. It was a very, very good cleanse. But it's like kind of easy to make a deck work when you have access to Neurosurge. But Neurosurge is just such a big deal. Like, just think about how much slower I am in this fight. It's like playing 2 Vaults in this fight. Like, genuinely, it's such a big deal. It's insane how good it is. Defect has no bad cards, but Defect also just has no bad matchups, which is really the more important thing. The big thing with Defect is that there's no like fight that punishes anything that you do. Like Frost Orbs are rewarded across the board. Aside from maybe Aeon Glass, like Aeon Glass is the only fight that maybe punishes Defect's mechanics, but then you have the whole status package to completely get rid of that. Like, that's the problem with Defect, is that there's one fight in the game that punishes what Defect does, but then the other part of Defect's like game plan completely solves that. So Defect just has no weak points. Like you're solid on all fronts basically. Yeah, Flat Cannon's an instant pick. You just click it over most other things. It's obscenely good. Just because of what it does to Aeon Glass. So the problem, I don't really want to play another run. Kind of tired. I've done a lot of yapping. But the issue is that if I don't play 3, it's going to be kind of hard to get to 30 before the patch comes out. If I play 1 tomorrow and then 2 the day after, that's Monday. I'll be at 22 on Monday. 25 if I play 3 on Tuesday. Then 27 on if I play 2 on Wednesday. And then I can get to 30 if I play 3 on Thursday. So I'd have to go 2-3, 2-3, 2-3 every day after tomorrow going just Defect. There's just kind of like a lot of pressure during the week if I want to get to 30. I could also just not care about getting to 30, you know, on this patch. And just try to keep winning. Imagine losing the streak on Defect. I mean, I lost my 30 streak in Spire 1 on Watcher. So, yeah. Lost it all this patch? No, I have not lost on this patch. Was it an Evil Seed? No, it was just a deck that had no way to gain energy except for Gremlin Horn. And I walked into an elite knowing full well that if I walk into Book of Stabbing, I have a high chance to die. And I just was like, you know, like when you get on a long streak, sometimes you forget what things can go wrong. And you're like, oh, one of the elites is bad, the other 2 are free. So therefore, like everything's been going right for so long. You know, you just kind of figure that you're going to walk into the fight. It's going to be one of the AoE fights. But I walked into the fight and it was Book of Stabbing, and then I died immediately. Because I could not handle single target fights. Because I had no energy. My deck was like very energy hungry, and I generated energy with Gremlin Horn. So I needed AoE fights to like do anything. That was the how the streak ended. Alright, I think regardless, I'm gonna take a break. We'll see about playing a Defect run. BRB. I'm back. I think I want to get some food. That's what I think. My sister's done doing the thing she's doing, so we're gonna go play Grim Dawn later. Kind of want to do that. More than I want to play like a defect run right now. Like, I think I'm just gonna try to not lose for as long as possible. I won't worry too much about the streak thing. I'll just focus on not losing. Like playing every day, but trying to not lose. Join new Grim Dawn expansion. There's a few nice quality of life changes. We'll see about the new content. Yeah, I just kind of want to not lose for as long as possible. I'll take this opportunity to try to extend it as far as I can. Like across all patches, and then I can kind of chill for the rest of early access. Because if I make the number big enough, like if we get up in the 40s or 50s, then I can just like not worry about streaking until early access is over, really. Just be like, yeah, I did that. That's fine. That's good enough for me. And keeping control of your mental game is the most important thing with that. And having rest days where you just like play one defect run is really important for controlling your mental game. Like I was pretty mentally aware today because I've paced myself correctly the past few days. And pacing yourself is just the best thing, or the most important thing to do. It's the key to success. But yeah, I'm gonna go get some food. What's for lunch, dinner? I don't know. I haven't worked it out yet. We'll see. Or raid the weeb. Thank you all so much for watching, hanging out. Thank you again, Baylor Lord, for the raid. I really appreciate that. Follow the stream if you haven't already. I stream every single day. Lots of fun Spire content. I do some very fun runs too. You know, I'm not always taking the game super seriously, so those fun runs will wind up on the YouTube channel. There's lots of fun runs that I've played in the past that are on the YouTube channel, so go check that out. Appreciate if you subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're getting somewhat close to 10k subs. Like to get there. That'd be pretty fun. Yeah, GG's everybody. Yeah, thank you, Money, for the raid. Thank you, Money, for the raid of 14 billion people. I really appreciate that. It's my goat right there. See y'all later. GG's and bye-bye.